guys, it's Joel here and welcome to another video on The Journey. You guys are absolutely loving this, thank you so much for the support. I do want to say that I did say yesterday if we hit 20,000 likes, I will start like an actual proper journey. We hit 20,000 likes and I've actually already started recording that video last night, and it was going to go up today, but I realised I have a 7-a-side match today at like 7, and I was like, nah, I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do that whole video, so I need to do one that's a little bit shorter. Yeah, that video will be up tomorrow, don't worry. Anyways, today we're going to look quite in depth into the journey at something pretty cool, and that is what really happens to Alex Hunter's dad. I put together all the information from the journey about him, everything we know, some little bits that you probably would have missed. So we're going to take a look at it all, and I'm going to talk about what I think, etc., and you guys can leave in the comments what you think. But yeah, this is something not many people know much at all about. In fact, I asked some people, they didn't even think like his dad was in it, and he is. Quickly, before we get into that though, I want to say thank you so much for all the support recently. It's been absolutely insane. Also, make sure you follow me on Snapchat. I got interrupted by a yawn. Fuck you, yawn. But as I was saying, make sure you follow me on Snapchat, it's xjeremy25, and on Instagram if you want to, that would be appreciated. Anyway, let's get into the first sort of sighting of his dad. Now, this is actually the only time he actually appears in the early access version of the journey, so you can only go so far in the early access version of the game. I don't know if he's going to come back for the whole game. Anyway, let's get into the first sort of sighting of his dad. Now, this is actually the only time he actually appears in the early access version of the journey, so you can only go so far in the early access version of the game. I don't know if he's going to come back for the whole game. And this is actually when Alex Hunter's only 10 years old. So this is the scene. Let's take a look at it now.
Come on, Alex!
Last minute. Go on, Alex, take him on.
Oh, what was that? Stay on your feet, Alex! Terrible!
You serious, Harold?
Ref! Where's the foul? Unlucky, mate. Looks like pens now.
Thanks, guys.
See, George, I told you the boy had talent, didn't I?
No son of mine goes down like that. It's embarrassing.
If you're going to talk like that about our boy, you should leave.
Leave! I want him to be a proper player!
Get out of here.
Fine. I'm leaving.
Go on then.
So guys, you just saw there, so his dad's name is Harold. His dad and his mum just had beef. She told him to leave. It was pretty heated. Obviously, his dad was giving him stick for good. His dad was giving him stick, even though he did get absolutely wiped out. And at 10 years old, it's a bit like, you can't really shout at a 10-year-old. Especially not when it was a foul, to be fair. Anyway, then it goes on to this scene. You can hear his parents in the background arguing. So listen to this.
Hey, first of many. You should hang it here. Be like a trophy cabinet.
He didn't even care that we'd won.
Look, I'd better go, mate. Mum will want to hear about the match. See you at school Monday, yeah?
You played well today, Gareth.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Hunter. Hey, Alex. Champions!
So as you heard there, they were arguing in the background. One thing that I picked up on was Harold, his dad, said, so Catherine, his mum, was like, oh, why can't you just support him? And he was like, oh, like his granddad. And his dad was like, oh yeah, like the great Jim Hunter. He said it in like a sarcastic way. What I've sort of figured out, there's more evidence to support this in the future, but basically what it seems like is his dad is actually jealous of his granddad, which you'll find out why in just a second. Next, this is just before Alex's exit trial. This is 7 years later now, he's 17. Let's see what happens.
Did you get so grown up?
Wish Dad could be here, Mum.
Hey. Today's about you, Alex.
That shows that his dad isn't at the exit trial, and Alex seems quite upset about how his dad's not here. He really wishes he's here. His mum seems against his dad because she was reacted quite aggressively towards it. That's what I sort of gathered. And this next scene is one that I haven't actually seen in the other 2 times I did the journey, but the 3rd time I did it, I got to see this scene. So I don't know if it doesn't come up all the time. That's just me being a retailer that somehow missed it. But anyway, this tells us a lot more about it. So let's take a look at this.
Shift starts in half an hour.
It won't be long now.
Do you think Alex will be okay? He's been talking about his dad a lot recently. I mean, maybe the pressure the exit trials got on top of him.
They played well today. Listen, Catherine. About Harold. Maybe if I hadn't have been travelling away to games all the time. You know, some seasons it was like 10 months of the year.
You always came back, Jim. You never walked out on your family.
No, I followed my dreams. But Harold's injuries cut it short, it ruined him. Yeah. Stopped you from following yours. I mean, you gave up everything.
And I'd do it again. You know he just wants to be you.
That's just told us actually quite a bit. It said that he walked out on the family and also that the injuries got in the way of his career. If you didn't know, both Alex's granddad and dad got pro contracts, but his granddad was a lot more successful. He mentioned that Alex's dad had a lot of injury problems and that's what like basically fucked up his career, and that really negatively affected him, which I'm going to show you a clip in a bit which actually backs that up as well. But another thing, right at the end there, Alex Hunter's mum actually said he just wants to be like you, talking about the dad. I think that's the dad wanting to be like the granddad, and that tracks back to something before when they were arguing and Harold said, oh, like the great Jim Hunter. It sounds a little bit like jealousy. He's envious that sort of his granddad had a great career and he didn't end up sort of making it, so to speak. Okay, next we have Alex actually on the phone to his dad.
It's been going well, Dad. A few sub appearances, more than I expected. Think you might be able to come and see me play soon?
You have any idea how much flights to England cost these days, Alex?
Yeah, but, you know, I'm earning now. Not a fortune, but maybe I can help you out.
Look, Alex, things are pretty mad here. Better be off, okay? Just don't get too dazzled.
Yeah, wait, Dad.
Bye, son.
Right, so Alex called him up, was like, yo, I'm playing, can you come and see me soon? He was like, he used the money excuse. It sounds like he hasn't got too much money. Also, because he said flights to England, it sounds like he's abroad. I don't know what country, but it sounds like it should be far away because he's like, flights to England from bloody Spain aren't really that expensive, but obviously if it's America, that's a lot of money. Alex offered to help out, and the way I see that as like a pride thing. So as the dad, he can't afford the flights because he got injuries, his career didn't quite work out, but now his son is like becoming a sick footballer and getting loads of money for it. Like him paying for his flights and stuff like that, it like damaged the dad's pride kinda. I can see how that could like hurt Alex Hunter's dad and like be painful for him. If you kinda know what I mean. It's pretty deep, like this is some deep shit, but you know, we're trying to like analyze it. Right, so the final bit we have is some commentators. I was really happy I managed to find this. It's commentators talking about Alex's dad and Alex's granddad. So this is very interesting, take a listen.
Well, some of you watching today might not know much about Alex Hunter, and what you probably won't know at all is that he does come from a footballing family. Jim Hunter was close to the England World Cup squad in 1966. His dad Harold also signed as a pro, had a few injury problems and didn't make the same impact as Jim, and I think that had an adverse impact on Harold himself. But Alex is coming through and he's the next in line.
Well, that's right. I mean, his dad did suffer from injuries, didn't he? But Alex will be hoping that isn't the case. I mean, he's got the ability, there's no question about that. It's what he does with that ability that counts. And
see, the commentator said then it had an adverse impact on Harold himself. Sounded like his life went downhill, something went really, really badly wrong, which definitely fits in with everything else we've sort of been watching. He seems like he's jealous of his dad, and it sounds like something must have happened if like the commentators know that it had an adverse effect on his dad's life. Alright guys, so that is everything on Alex Hunter's dad until the full game actually comes out, so we might learn more. We will learn more then. One last thing though, this is a pretty big clue. If you watch the EA Sports sort of introduction bit to the journey, as you can see here, with sort of like all the actors in it, I don't need to show you guys the whole thing, but basically Alex Hunter's dad does not come up. He was in the intro bit, but it kind of suggests he's not going to be a main character, which sort of, like, to me sounds like he's not going to end up coming back. But you know, who knows? We'll have to wait until the whole game comes out, play for the whole journey, and see what bloody happens. But it's really, really interesting. Yeah, anyway, guys, what I want to know is what you think, having all the information, because this is just what I think, okay? So I think most of it is all correct. Obviously, the commentators have said stuff, his granddad has said stuff, etc., etc. But let me know what you think the story is, because I think it's quite cool. The whole storyline of it is really, really interesting. So let me know in the comments down below. If you did enjoy the video, please do leave a like, subscribe if you aren't around here, join the team anyway. Make sure you check out my other journey videos. I did one on what happens if Alex Hunter completely loses control, and some other ones. They'll be on the screen or whatever. So check them out. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you guys next time. Bye!